Celisus Network. Earn interest on your Bitcoin and other cryptocurrency. In this Celisus wallet review, we're going to go over the entire Celisus platform. We're going to go over how loans work, how the user experience is very different if you're in the United States or outside the US, and if you are a US citizen or you're not a US citizen, because there are a lot of financial regulations inside the United States, of course, and Celisus Wallet complies, which gives us different features and a few workarounds if we try hard enough. This is going to be a very long review of the Celisus platform, and I just want to give you a quick preview or just quick summary of what Celisus has to offer and why you should use it. And after that, if you still feel like sticking around, we're going to go into a deep dive review of how everything works. Now, first off, if you want to unlock the full potential of Celisus, you're going to need a VPN. You need to be either inside the US or outside the US. If you are outside the United States, you have a lot more power with your Celisus wallet because you get access to CEL Pay. CEL Pay allows you to send money between users with no fees via link, so you don't have to use a wallet address. You can just use a link. It's like, hey, here's money, take it, add it to your wallet. If they don't add it in time, you could cancel. More on that later. The quick pros and cons of Celisus. Now, if you sign up with Celisus Network, there is a $20 sign-up bonus. When you compare that to other sign-up bonuses, typically in the crypto space, you get $10. So $20 is a little more. It's just a little bit more aggressive than the promotions from other platforms, and Celisus knows that. You can even see that in the Bitcoin earning rates because for US users, it's the most generous without having to buy a platform token. With your Celisus wallet, as a US user, you get 6.2% in interest on up to 2 Bitcoin per year. Anything after that is added at a lower rate, but that's a lot of Bitcoin. Because I'm poor, and if you have more than 2 Bitcoin, you don't need that interest. Don't be selfish. Let us get some interest. Now, speaking of interest, Celisus offers the lowest interest rates on loans. 1%. They charge you 1% APR if you put up 4 times the collateral. So that's a loan to value, LTV, of 25%. So if you want to borrow $2,500 and you put up $10,000, they will charge you 1% in APR, and then you have to choose the terms: 6 months, 1 year, 2 years, or 3 years. You can pay off the loan early without any fees, but you have to pay the interest for the full term of the loan. So if you get a 6-month loan, you have to pay 6 months worth of interest no matter what. Now, I don't think you want to take out a loan anyway with Celisus Network because you don't earn any interest on collateral you are using for that loan. So let's say you take out a loan of $10,000 and put up some Bitcoin. That Bitcoin is not earning interest. That Bitcoin is being used as collateral for that loan, so it is no longer eligible to earn interest in your Celisus wallet. Now, this is exactly like the other platforms like BlockFi and Nexo. Anytime you use collateral, that is no longer considered an available asset to earn interest on. Now, a few negatives for US users. There are more limited features. You can't buy any cryptocurrency with Celisus. You can't use CEL Pay, at least while you're in the United States. More on that later. And a few other features. I already forgot, but we'll jump into that. This is going to be a long review, so if you can help me out by hitting the like button now, that would be awesome. Signing up. So when you sign up for Celisus Network, you can use a referral code. You get $20 after adding $200 of cryptocurrency to your Celisus wallet. Now you're going to have to hold that in your wallet for 30 days. Then you will be paid out $20 in BTC. I do have a referral code. I would appreciate it if you use it since it helps out my channel, and I get free Bitcoin too. So you get $20, I get $20, and it's all in Bitcoin. Now I messed up when I signed up. I thought I used a promo code. I did not. So when you sign up on the first page, it asks for your referral code and then you have to input it there. Now, if you forget to input that referral code, you can try again by adding it as a promo code before depositing any money in your account. So I forgot to add the promo code when I signed up, and then I tried to add the promo code later, but I already added money to my Celisus wallet, which disqualified me from getting the bonus. I contacted Celisus support, and it's been 6 days later, nothing. No one responded. My review of support, pretty bad already. But Yeah, make sure you use the promo code before signing up completely, otherwise you might lose out on that 20 bucks. I guess let's just talk about support now. The support is not great. Celisus is still a relatively small company with less than 100 employees. With thousands upon thousands of new users, there is just way too much a volume of incoming users with potential issues that they can't really support right now. So I'm going to give them a free pass on them not getting back to me about the sign-up bonus because it's been 6 days since I asked them about it and they haven't got back to me. Whereas in my review of BlockFi, they got back to me within 7 hours of me emailing them, asking them to add the sign-up bonus to my account, because I forget to add these promo codes when I sign up very often. And when you sign up for Celisus, they do everything legitimately. So they do KYC, know your customer, and you're going to have to provide identification to open your account. They say the verification process takes 24 hours, but in my experience with a US user and an international user, it took less than 2 hours to go through that process. So I opened up a US account for me and a Taiwan account for my wife. My wife is Taiwanese, she has a Taiwanese passport, Taiwanese identification, and I was able to open her account too, which helped me see the 2 different versions of the app so I can give you the best review possible. Earning interest with Celisus. Now, if you're a US user, you can only earn in kind, which means if you put up Bitcoin, you earn Bitcoin. If you add Ethereum or a stablecoin, that's the same thing you'll earn when you put it in your wallet. Now, to begin earning interest with Celisus, all you have to do is add money to your wallet, and then you are paid out weekly. You earn interest every day, but the interest is added to your account once a week. For international users, and I'm just saying international as in non-US users, you have more options. There are different earning rates for you, and I'm going to leave it up here. And as you can see here, if you're a US citizen, you get really good rates without having to buy CEL tokens. CEL tokens have gone up dramatically in price and they're very hard to get. And I won't be showing you how to buy them in this video because we're just doing a review of the Celisus network platform. With CellPay, you can send money with a link. You don't have to use a complicated address. All you have to do is say you're going to send some money to someone. Your Celisus wallet will generate a link. It would ask you in your email as a confirmation to confirm that yes, you are sending money outside your wallet. Once you can confirm, then you get the link and then you send it to the person. So right now, we're going to use Celisus Pay. So once you're in your Celisus wallet outside the United States, you hit Share as Link. And then we're in the Ethereum wallet. And you can select how much you want to send someone. So if you select 1, it's going to send 1 whole Ethereum. You don't want to do that. You're going to want to hit these arrows on the right here, and it swaps it to USD, and it makes it a lot easier to manage. So we want to send $1 to somebody, and then we hit send. Once you hit send, you're going to have to verify your PIN number. After you verify your PIN number, it's going to send you a verification email. So that's a 2-step process just to get that CellPay link. Now I already did that, and now I have a Share CellPay link that's available for me to send. So I hit Share CellPay link. It shows me a unique link that I can use to claim that money. I hit copy, and then I'm going to send it over to my other wallet. So now that I've received a CellPay link, all I have to do is click on the link, open with Celisus wallet, and then it just opens with, congrats, you got 0.00141 ETH, which was $1 at the time of sending. Now I go to my wallet, go to my Ethereum wallet, and after that congrats thing, it takes like 30 seconds to update, and then it'll show that I received 0.00141 ETH, worth now $1.02. So it went up 2% since the payment was sent several hours ago. Now, you can send the payment immediately. I just didn't claim it until now. To generate a CellPay link, it only takes a minute. Now, let's take a tour of the CellPay wallet. You can go to your wallet. This is a non-US IP address and a US account. So at the top here, I'm in HODL mode, which means no assets can leave my account for at least 24 hours and several levels of confirmation. So let's dig into Ethereum. And if we go into our Ethereum, it'll show us our balance, our total earnings as far as the interest I've been earning. I haven't really been on this too long because I was just testing out the platform at first. And when we scroll to the bottom, we can see all our Ethereum transactions. If I want my transaction history mailed to me, I can. Send CSV to email and it'll show me all my Ethereum transactions. Now, if we go back to the main part of our wallet, it says Bitcoin. I have $0 worth of Bitcoin, yet it is showing me that it's one of my available coins. So if we dig into Bitcoin, and then we scroll to the bottom, it shows that we have Bitcoin that is being locked up right now. So I received $25 worth of Bitcoin on December 26th, but it's still locked up. Let's see why. It's not showing why. This could take a moment. Please wait. This may take a moment. And yes, it is. So this was from the Santa promotion. They only had like 3 days. And basically, if you deposited $500 worth of cryptocurrency for the Santa Christmas promotion, within 10 days of signing up, you would get $25 in BTC. And the other transaction I have here under Bitcoin is a referral bonus because I referred my wife. So it says if you keep the initial transfer until January 25, 2021, I will receive $20 in Bitcoin. And I guess that's just the new user sign-up bonus. Here we have transfer coins, and then you can generate a wallet address for you to deposit coins to your Celsius wallet. And then below transfer coins, it says available coins. So you can see all the coins that your Celsius wallet supports and the interest rates you're going to get. So these are the interest rates for a US user. And if you don't like that format, you can change it to grid format. And then you can see the coin interest rates and what's happening with them in this format. So everything is generally green today. And then we have coming soon. So they will be adding Algo, TRX, BNB, IOTA, Kava, Band, and Zen soon to the Celsius wallet. All right, switching things up, we can go to withdraw. I'm in HODL mode, can't withdraw, pretty awesome. Deactivate HODL mode. Once you confirm, okay, deactivate HODL mode, it's going to ask me for my biometrics. I just use my fingerprint. Then you need the deactivation code. So HODL mode, first, you need your fingerprint or password or PIN number, and then you need the deactivation code, and then you have to verify the transaction through your email. And just to get into the app, you need your password to log in anyway. So that's like 4-factor authentication. And then you can receive your assets 24 hours after you unlock everything. That's why I like HODL mode. It gives me a sense of security that if I'm going to get robbed, it's going to take 24 hours to do that and several layers of security that someone has to break through. And if we try to use CEL Pay, not available in HODL mode. My CEL, go to earnings. Unfortunately, American residents cannot earn CEL Token at this time. Enjoy your in-kind rewards and HODL CEL to get discounts on your loans. And by HODL CEL, they mean hold on for your dear life, HODL, HODL. It's just this old terminology for holding on to your cryptocurrency. So you can actually HODL CEL tokens in your Celsius wallet, even though you can't earn rewards in CEL. Loans, you cannot take loans out as a US user, so we won't have that option. It'll say borrow. We're going to switch to the other application, the international one, so you can see that one a little later. Then profile, here we have your promo code. You can add that. That is my Santa promo. It shows you all the promos you registered for. Celsius can have various promotions around the holidays. Check out the full value subreddit, and I'll post these deals whenever I see it. So I posted the Santa deal, and it was only like a 3-day deal where it's not really worth it to make a video, but as a post, yeah, I'll post it on Reddit if I see it. Security. So you're going to want all the security you can. You want a strong password, 2-factor verification, and HODL mode. Appearance, you can change the appearance or look of the app. There are 3 versions of the Celsius app, and you can change the color scheme to whatever you like. Let's mix it up. We'll go to dark mode. And in your profile at the very bottom, you can download all your transaction history so you can see everything, every transaction that has ever happened in your Celsius wallet account. Now you can also do tax report, which is terrifying because they will physically mail you your tax report from your transactions to you, or you can receive it as an email. This tells me 2 things. 1, that Celsius Wallet wants to be in compliance with the US government, and this will lead to a lot of legitimacy. And due to this reason, I'm very optimistic about Celsius Wallet becoming a legal digital bank in the future in the United States. And the last one we have available here is community info, which tells us right now, as the making of this video and while we're recording, 275,000 Celsius users and over 3 billion in assets. And this has been the app review of a US citizen outside the United States. Now I'm going to close out the Celsius app and switch it over to a US network. And as you can see here, the features dropped significantly. So we no longer have CEL Pay or transfer. See, if I go to transfer, we apologize for any inconvenience, but due to local laws and regulations, we are unable to work with users from your region. So US users are locked out from transferring coins into a Celsius wallet if they are in the United States. And you can easily get outside the United States with a VPN. I explained the whole VPN thing in another VPN review on how I got Hulu, Disney Plus, and all those other services to work outside the United States. And it explains how to set up a router so you have two different networks where you have your US account and then your non-US account. So it's really easy to switch between addresses by changing your network. And for more information, check out the details because I wrote up a super long blog post on all of these features, and it might be easier for you to read or just jump to a specific section that you still have questions on. And that is the end of the US user experience. Let's go into the international user experience by switching countries. Celsius Wallet is pretty awesome, especially if you're not in the US and you are an international, non-United States user. My trust in Celsius as a platform is very high, but I really don't like the restrictions for United States users. And my biggest fear is that if I have money in my Celsius wallet and then I lose access to that money because they don't get the regulation that they need, I might lose that money. So that is just me thinking speculatively. I don't know if that'll really happen. I would be able to move the money out with a few hacks, but I don't know if they're going to close that loophole. So I am very afraid to put large sums of money into my Celsius account, which is why I give them an 8 out of 10, and that score is mostly because of the features as an international user. If you're a US user, you got options, BlockFi and Nexo. Celsius works, but it takes a little maneuvering. You do need a VPN to get access to all its features. You won't be able to get paid out in CEL tokens, but you do get the highest interest rate at 6.2% with no platform tokens. Now compared to the competition, Nexo gives you 5% without any platform tokens, and there are no platform tokens for BlockFi, which provides you 6% interest on your BTC, which means Celsius wins when it comes to earning interest on your Bitcoin. Now, it is risky if you are an American user because, we don't know if you can lose access to your wallet because of regulations. Now, with Nexo or BlockFi, there doesn't seem to be this problem or any type of restriction. So I'm more comfortable at this time having more money in my BlockFi and Nexo accounts. And they also work on the computer. It's not app only. This app only feature is kind of annoying to me because as someone who manages multiple accounts, it's very annoying to have something that's app only because it's harder to save things and secure them. At least on my side for what I'm doing to secure my accounts. Right now, we're in the Celsius wallet of a non-US citizen outside the United States. So this is pretty much everyone else in the world. If you're from Australia, UK, Singapore, every other country besides the United States, this is the wallet you're gonna have. So if you click the little Celsius icon in the bottom right, these are all your features. You get a few more features than the US customers. You have your wallet, transfer, withdraw, CEL Pay, borrow, profile, community info, and my CEL. Jumping into my CEL, it shows an overview of your earnings and loans. Jumping into earnings, this is a new account, and you can select how you want to earn your rewards. You can earn them in kind, as in Bitcoin earns Bitcoin, or you can earn them in CEL. So Bitcoin would earn you interest in CEL tokens. CEL coin has been appreciating very quickly these days as the platform grows. So I have this account set up to earn in CEL. And here in the loan section, it tells you what your discount level is for your loyalty level. Now, you can get a loan. You just have to hit the Celsius icon at the bottom right and hit borrow. And then you have to apply for a loan. So you can borrow stablecoins or you can borrow dollars, and the minimum amount to take out a loan is $500. Now, there is a calculator, so let's jump back to the calculator, and it'll show you all the interest rates that are available to you. If you are a US user, you can't borrow money, you can't take out any loans with Celsius. In the borrow section, you can set the terms of your loan and your loan to value. So for the lowest rate, you're going to want a loan to value of 25%. Just remember, any collateral that you use in your loan will not be eligible for earning interest. So if you have $10,000 in stablecoin and you put that up as collateral for a 25% loan at a 1% rate, you are not going to earn interest on that $10,000 in stablecoin. You're just going to have $2,500 from your loan. Now, when you pay interest in CEL, the loan rate is a little bit lower, but we don't have any rewards because that loan rate can get a lot lower for the higher rewards tiers for CEL token holders. So no matter what your terms are, you're going to have to pay interest. So you can check 6 months, 1 year, or 3 years. And the only thing that really changes is the total that you're paying in interest. There is a minimum of 6 months that you have to pay in advance. And anytime you take out a loan, you have to pay the full interest of that loan to get your collateral back. So even if you get a 3-year loan and you only borrow money for 2 months, you're still paying interest on that full 3 years, which is still really low. So 3 years, a 3-year loan at a 1% interest rate for $500 would be $15 in interest. These loans are insanely low. So it really won't affect you too much. Now, if you want to learn how to buy Celsius token, I have another video up on my other channel that I made, Not a Financial Advisor, Dan. On that channel, we just do a lot of nonsense when it comes to finance and a lot of other reviews. It's going to be less scripted. I'm not going to have blog posts or anything. It's more of a loose format because, I'm just going to show people how to trade or what's going on in finance because this is Full Value Dan. And in Full Value Dan, it's about being cheap and taking advantage of promotions. On Not a Financial Advisor Dan, I'm going to show you how to buy cryptocurrency on different platforms, going to show you some trading tips and a lot of financial or crypto news. So please subscribe to Not a Financial Advisor Dan if you want a walkthrough on how to buy CEL token. Now, Celsius loans are outrageously cheap. You get 1%. You can get a 1% loan, but you have to put up 4 times the loan amount. And if you want a loan, there is a minimum of $500, which means if you're going to go for the LTV of 25%, you have to put $2,000 to get a $500 loan at 1%. Now, I don't advise getting a loan if you don't need one because your collateral won't earn interest. So that's $2,000 in stablecoins or in cryptocurrency. I'd rather have it earning interest, but if you need the money, take out a loan. You still have to apply. It's not completely instant, but the application process, from what I hear, is relatively fast. And with Celsius loans, there are margin calls. They say they're the safest one compared to BlockFi and Nexo because those will liquidate your accounts immediately in the event of a drop in crypto. There is a grace period with Celsius, at least what I read from their terms. If your loan to value drops below 65%, you're going to get a margin call notification. If the value of crypto keeps dropping and drops your LTV below 80%, Celsius will begin selling off your collateral and take even more from your account for you until you get your LTV down to 70%. Now, at that point, you can either give up on the loan or add more collateral, but if you don't add enough money within 12 hours of your margin call notification, your collateral gets completely liquidated, which means, that money you put up for that loan, it's gone. Celisus Pay. I actually really like Celisus Pay because it's a feeless way to pay other users, and it could really be the potential of banking. So as I mentioned earlier, my wife is Taiwanese. I don't have a Taiwan bank account. She doesn't have a US bank account. And when I pay rent, I just give her cash. So with Celisus Pay, I actually have a way now to send her money without me having to go to the bank, and it's just a lot more convenient. Now, Celisus Pay is available for US users too, but you have to be outside the United States. Outside the United States just means your IP address has to be outside the United States. And for that, I use a VPN. This video is not sponsored by a VPN. I'm just telling you, you need a VPN from another country to log into if you want access to CEL Pay. Here's a screen grab of what each platform looks like for US users, non-US users, in the US, and not in the US. Now, if you want access to the non-US features as a US citizen, you will need to use a VPN that gets you an IP address outside the country. For myself, I'm using TorGuard, but I got some referral links for another platform, CyberGhost, because I already signed up for TorGuard for like a year membership, whereas I later found CyberGhost at a lower rate. Because with CyberGhost or TorGuard, they're one of the few VPN platforms where you can get a dedicated IP address. I don't really recommend any free VPN services because those are risky. Some of them skim your data, so there is a lot of risk to that. For some of the paid services, you're using a VPN that is shared with multiple people, and you might have some risk there. As like, let's say multiple people are hitting a site, you're gonna have to do several verifications every now and then. For myself, I bought a dedicated IP address, so only I use that IP address, no other people use it, and it secures all my account information. But this isn't a VPN video, and I have a link to a review I did on how to set that up because I have two routers at home. One router connects me to the US, one router connects me to Taiwan. So all I have to do is switch networks if I want to switch locations. Celisus fees. There are no fees to use the Celisus platform. There's no withdrawal fees. You can have unlimited withdrawals whenever you want. There aren't any gas fees for anything. There aren't any loan origination fees. I'm looking at you, BlockFi, because you charge a 2% loan origination fee, which is kind of a lot compared to your competitors. Taxes. I'm very surprised that the Celisus wallet offers this. They complete a tax report for you. So you can do your taxes a lot easier with Celisus wallet, even though we don't like talking about taxes. I'm going to avoid that subject for now. Not a financial advisor, Dan, will take care of that one. Now, Celisus wallet is supported in a lot of countries except for Iran, North Korea, Sudan, South Sudan, Syria, Cuba, and any other country which the US, UK, or EU imposes financial sanctions or embargoes. Basically, they want nothing to do with those countries financially. Celisus doesn't want any link to them because they want to be an established financial institution in the near future. Viewing transactions. Now, the interesting thing with Celisus wallet is you can view all your transactions by getting it in an email. Now, I really don't like Celisus Network's email policy because they just send you a generic email. They don't use your name. They don't give you any additional information. It looks like a phishing email. It's just like, hey, click here to download this link. So my lesson here is don't click on any emails that look like this because they could be a phishing email. If you've requested something from Celisus within the last minute or two, then yes, you can open up this email, but don't open any emails like this or click any funny links because that's how phishing attacks work. That's how they trick you into getting your personal information for your accounts, and that's how you can risk your crypto being stolen. Now that brings me to why I trust Celisus. Now I trust Celisus, but for me it's inconvenient. It's very inconvenient to use the app, but if I had to give them a trust rating, I would give them an 8. 8% is the most of my cryptocurrency portfolio that I'm willing to invest with Celisus Wallet. Now, this scale only goes up to 10. I would not put more than 10% of my crypto portfolio into one platform in the event that there's a hack or something, because all these platforms are very new and we don't know how secure the platform is yet. There could be a vulnerability. I just want to bring down my risk by having multiple platforms to use. Why do I trust Celisus Network? All right, there are 4 reasons. 1, Alex Mashinsky. He is the CEO, a billionaire investor. He has lots of patents under his belt, and he's done a lot in the innovation space. So he really wants to take on digital banking, and potentially he could do it. There are only a few competitors. It's still a new space. There's a lot of financial regulations you have to navigate through. But if he can do it, it's going to be big for Celisus Wallet and Celisus Coin. Now, this is all speculative and none of it's financial advice. The second reason is the company is growing. You look at their LinkedIn page, they got a little less than 100 employees and they're hiring for more positions. So that tells me the company is growing. The user base is growing, so Celisus Network does have a good shot at being a very big company. Number 3, the app is very good. It is a good app. It's a little clunky for switching areas, but once you get the hang of it and you're in one of the sub-menus, it's a pretty slick app. Because if you've ever seen like a scam app, it's garbage. So Celisus app is pretty good and it's very smart because it knows if you're in the US or you're outside the US, and it gives you different options, as well as being a US user or a non-US user. The 4th reason why I trust Celisus Network is HODL mode. HODL mode gives you like 4-factor authentication just to get your money out. It just really locks your money in, so it can't get out without like these several layers of security before these gates open to your assets. It's actually a lot more difficult to get money out of your Celisus wallet than it is for a regular bank account. With that said, none of these assets are FDIC insured. The only assets that are ever FDIC insured are checking and savings accounts from banks in the United States. So there is risk by holding your cryptocurrency here, and I would recommend diversifying with multiple accounts and possibly a hardware wallet. Last thoughts. Initially, I thought Celisus Network was a scam because it was app only. I was very skeptical, but after doing a deep dive review of the Celisus Network platform, I trust it. There's a lot of things to trust about it as far as security, the smart features on it. So give it a shot, get comfortable with it. I got a referral link if you want to sign up. And that's it. So with that, I hope you got your full value for today. This has been Full Value Dan.